I know I'm a few days late on opening this new Legendary Duelist pack, and the reason being is that I mentioned the last couple of videos, I've been very sick this past week. I don't know if it was like the YCS or something, but yeah, I've been very sick, so I haven't really had a good chance to actually open this new set, and I thought in today's video we finally would. Now, we've seen this set, it's been on the market for a few days, so we've seen some of the prices. I would say, in general, just don't buy this set, like it seems pretty straightforward. I should use just a pen to open this. We're not wasting any time in today's video. If I've learned anything from these Legendary Duelist boxes, they take forever to open because it's 36 packs. So I won't waste any time. We're going to start opening it right away. But yeah, I wanted to open this, and even though the cards in there aren't very, very valuable, there are some cool cards in here. I think the new Blue Eyes cards are, I don't know, they're not good. They're not bad either. They're just neutral cards, and that's kind of weird. But I think the Bingo Machine card in particular, which seems to be probably not by accident, seems to be the hardest card in the entire set to pull, possibly short printed. I think that card's pretty good. A lot of people ask me if I would play that card in the invoked version of this deck, of Blue Eyes in particular. Probably not. I mean, here's the deal, guys. Like, it's not that the Bingo Machine isn't a cool card, but the Bingo Machine suffers from the same problem that actual bingo machines suffer from, or actual gambling machines, and that sometimes you don't get what you want. It's, like, okay, but I don't think it's, like, what the deck needed. But there are some other cool cards in this set. We got some Blackwing cards. We have some, I don't even know what else. It's like other archetypes. Abyss Actors are in here. We see we got Dragon Trend, which looks really crazy as a common. Oh, we got the new Cyber Dragon Ultra Rare is really cool. Cyber Twin Dragon. Abyss Actor Trendy Understudy. I think that's one of the new cards. And we got Blue Eyes Solid Dragon, which I don't know if I would use the word solid to describe this card, but it's pretty good. This card is normal or special summon. You can target one face of monster your opponent controls. Negate its effects. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can shuffle this card from the field into deck. And if you do, special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck. I mean, it's like, okay. It's mainly you're trying to do sort of summon this on your opponent's turn somehow. Negate a card effect. I guess it's okay, but it's cool looking. It's pretty cool. I like the wings are kind of like rainbows. That's kind of neat. That's our first Ultra Rare. And then I don't know what the new Blackwing cards do at all. I saw that Team Samurai post that profile. I'll have to go check it out. That is the best profile probably out there right now. But this card in particular looks really cute. So a huge shout out to Konami for making cute looking cards like that. Anyway, that was first pack. And I mentioned in the last one, so the last time we opened one of these Legendary Duelists wasn't that long ago. It was with the first one that came out that didn't actually have a name. It was just Legendary Duelist. And the reason I opened it is because I mentioned that a lot of the cards in there were like kind of meant for Duel Links. It looks like they don't do that anymore. I mean, Cyberload Fusion. It's kind of cool looking. Actually, really cool looking. It's like Cyber Dragon's reaching for the sky. It looks like, though, they don't actually do that anymore. If you look at the Pegasus Legendary Duelist as an example, I think that one was like Millennium something. None of those cards really got added to Duel Links. So it seemed like just that first one was really like, go buy Duel Links. But these new ones, hey, it's my favorite artwork. These new ones, not so much. Chaos Form as a common? Or, I don't even know, is that a super rare? No, it is a common. Yeah, I was like, I couldn't, sometimes it's hard to tell through the camera. Photon Vanisher. Once again, this pack is another example of a pack that definitely could have had a Blue Eyes alternative reprint in here. It really seems like they don't want to reprint that card. I have no idea why. It seems like they only want that card to be able to be pulled from, well, that looks weird. Maiden Without Its Blue. Nice. Super Strident, please. It seems like they really want alternative to only be able to be pulled out of the movie packs. I have no idea why. Maybe there's some like issue where like that's like whenever they made that card, they're like, this card can only be associated with the movie and nothing else. All other cards that would have been good reprints in this set would have been Galaxy Soldier, would have been a great reprint. That card is extremely expensive, even nowadays. Even though it's not really being played in anything, the card is still like $10. It's only seen one reprint in the first Battles of Legend, and despite that, and despite the fact that when it first got reprinted, the price actually did go down, the card is now back up, and it's really hard to find. Cyber Pharaohs. Did you guys see the European Facebook page posted a poll that it was this card and then the new Cyber Dragon Fusion Monster, and said, which one of these cards are you putting into your extra deck when the new set drops? Like, this isn't an extra deck card, guys. How did that get approved? I don't know. That's how you can tell that people that don't play the game are the ones that are running the Facebook accounts. Cyber End Dragon, Abyss Script. The Melody as a common is very weird looking. Holy crap. Very strange. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. See, why is this in here and not Galaxy Soldier? I guess this has to be in here, but why is this like take up a holographic spot? I don't know. Cards that already seen a ton of holographic prints. It's taking up the spot. Legendary Duel. What is this even called? I just realized that. White Dragon Abyss. Is that the name of one of the cards? This will help the Chaos Max players, though. I don't know if Chaos Max is a common on Ultra. Looks like, oh, nice. Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. See, what's funny about this, right, is that if Chaos Max Dragon isn't a good card, would you expect Chaos Dragon to be a good card? I mean, maybe you would, but you probably shouldn't, because it's like if the maximum version of the card isn't good, does that make this version good? No, it doesn't. I've already made a video about this, we can read it. So same thing, Chaos form, whatever, so you still can't touch with pre-prop, and then your opponent can't target the card with card effects, also can't restore your opponent's card effects, same deal, although it only has 3,000 attack, so a little easier to get over, and you can just crash with Borreload. I guess you could just steal with Borreload too, just like the regular Chaos Max. If this card was Ritual Summon using Blue Eyes White Dragon, when it declares an attack, you can change the battle positions of as many monsters your opponent controls as possible, and if you do the attack mental, the change monster becomes 0. So, like, the main combo here is that you switch a bunch of things to defense, and then this thing attacks over one thing to do piercing damage, so that's like 3,000, and then, like, the Chaos Max runs over another thing to do, like, hopefully 8,000 damage. That's the main combo. I don't know how often it goes off. Well, actually, I do. Probably very rarely, despite what some replay channels may have you think. It's not very good, but it's cool. I think if we're talking about, like, from a competitive standpoint, the Bingo Machine will have a much greater impact on the Blue Eyes deck. Even just, if we're just talking about, like, the Chaos Max strategy, the Bingo Machine has a much greater impact because you can actually use it to search, like, Chaos Max and stuff like that. Cool stuff. Chaos form. Blackwing Dragon. Just got added to Duel Links. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Synchro just got added to Duel Links recently. Posted that video a couple days ago about summoning Stardust Dragon for the first time. And it's true. So those are added. The card's so cute. It's like a little chicken thing. Oster the South Wind. Cyber Dragon Dre. Cybernetic Revolution. Man, does it bother anyone when they make cards that are named after sets? It bothers me. Trigger one Cyber Dragon, special summon one fusion monster from your extra deck that lists a Cyber Dragon monster's material, but it cannot attack directly and destroy during the end phase of the next turn. Doesn't seem very good. Cyber Dragons are actually fairly decent right now as a rogue strategy, but don't know if this card's going to be played. We have not pulled... Chaos Max Dragon must not be a common. It must be like a super or something. Because we pulled a lot of these Chaos forms, but not any Chaos Max Dragons. So we do have just the regular Blue Eyes Chaos. Cyber End Dragon. That card's so weird. Or it's so funny. It's the comic relief. Alright. That's definitely a new card. Cyber Repair Plant. We got Photon Orbital. Man, how many of these Orbital cards have they made? Like, the first one's like Orbital 7. During your main phase, you can target one Photon or Galaxy monster you control. Equip this monster from your hand that field or fields the target. Gains 500 attack. Also cannot be destroyed by battle. You can send to the graveyard to add a guy from your deck to your hand. So it's like a bad Rhoda. Well, bad Rhoda might be a little mean. It's like a slow Rhoda, because it's a Rhoda that isn't like the first card you can activate. It's just, it has to be like, you already have to have a guy on board. So I don't think I'd call it a bad Rhoda, just a slow. It's not going to be the first card you play, basically. Nice. Cyber Pharaohs. Put them in your extra decks, kids. Just take those Cyber Pharaohs and put them right in your extra deck. And when someone asks you, why is that in there? You just point them to that Facebook poll and say, this is why. Abyss Actor Mellow Madonna. Okay. It's always interesting when we get 0 scaled monsters. There's only a couple of those. The most prominent one, it might even be the only other one. I think it's, no, because like so there's like 2 main ones, right? So Pendulum Mucho, which is kind of like the meme one, and then obviously the donut that everyone plays in actual pendulums, because you can search it with the Supreme King guy. Cards here. Chaos Form again. Hopefully they didn't make... I saw a thing, and I'm really hoping that they didn't actually make the old Chaos Max Dragon into an Ultra Rare in this set. That would be like such a slap in the face. It has to be a Super Rare. Like, there's no way. I refuse to believe that Konami would make that card an Ultra Rare. Dragon. Photon change. It's like... It's really cloudy here today, and the clouds really mess up. I don't have like a studio... I don't have any studio lighting, I guess I should say. Obviously I don't have a studio, but whenever it's like cloudy, it like really skews me up, because I just always record these in natural light, so when it's cloudy it like really skews it up. We have Blackwing Full Armor Master, unaffected by other cards' effects. That's cool. Each time a monster your opponent controls activates its effect, place 1 wedge counter on the opponent's monster after the effect resolves. Once per turn, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls with a wedge counter. Take control of... Oh, boy, that's cool. Once per turn during your end phase, this card's actually pretty good. Holy crap. It won't fix Blackwings, but it's pretty good. It's really nice. That does mean, I think, that we did not pull the bingo machine, though. From what I've seen, the bingo machine is pretty difficult to actually pull. I'm just trying to remember back to our last Legendary Duelist opening. I think we pulled 4 Ultra Rares. So... probably just those 4. We should have a lot more Super Rares coming, so I would be very interested to see a Super Rare Chaos Max Dragon. It would be really cool. Exactly what I asked for. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people opening these. I've seen the SEMO video explaining, should you buy this set, should you not buy this set. These Legendary Duelist sets are just not a good investment if you're really trying to like make a bang for your buck. However, I will say that the first one that came out actually did end up being a really good investment. It seems like people really want those Red Eyes cards, so if you can pull some of those Red Eyes Ultra Rares, then you can like actually make a pretty penny. And these boxes are a lot cheaper than normal boxes, like 50 bucks. So 50 bucks for 36 packs, not bad. Just from a competitive standpoint. I think it's also difficult to actually find buyers for these cards. Like, the Blue Eyes cards, maybe not, but, like, who's really buying the Blackwing cards, you know? Like, I guess you could, like, sell them to, like, I don't know, Blackwing Bob at your locals, but if Blackwing Bob already bought the cards, like, he bought the boxes to pull the cards, oh, nice. Blue Eyes kit, so we have another one. Am I gonna have to do deck profile with that? I don't think that card's actually that good. Like, I'll be honest, chat. I'll be honest, chat. We're not even live streaming. I'll be honest, subscribers. You are not chat right now. I don't think that the Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon actually makes a big enough of a difference to the deck. It doesn't have... I actually think the double piercing effect from Chaos Max is like one of its biggest selling points right now. So by giving a card that has less attack and also doesn't have the main selling point of Chaos Max Dragon, makes it not seem appealing to me. Maybe I'm like missing something. Sea Moon, the Poison Wind. Broken. Holy, 6 ultras? I feel like that's not... I feel like that's too many. How many ultras are you supposed to pull? Photon Hand. That's cool. Cool artwork. If you like the guy from the anime, who I don't know his name because I didn't watch the anime. 6 ultras and we did not pull a bingo machine? Well, that's sad. How many ultras are you supposed to pull? I feel like we should not... We've pulled the same amount of supers that we have the ultras. That doesn't feel right. And yeah, I would say that the Chaos Max Dragon, it must be a super rare if we have not seen it by now. Or it's an ultra rare, in which case, Konami, come on, why would you do that? What's up with that? Man, maybe it's like a really broken Abyss Actor card and just no one knows because no one has taken the time to read them. I think about that a lot. Not so much if like cards have been tried and then found out that they're like if a card's been tried, usually people know if it's good or bad. But if a card's like, I don't know, I look at all the Abyss Actors, I look at how much text they have, and I say, you know what, I don't want to read any of that stuff. This card's so bad. Have you guys seen this card? Banish this card and as many cards as possible from your hand, field, and graveyard face down, and if you do, special summon up to 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck. You cannot normal or special summon monsters in the turn you activate this. This card's so bad. Oh my gosh. This is just the worst card I've ever read in my life. Why would they even print that card? Like, I'm sorry to the person that designed it. Really cool artwork, I will admit. It's pretty cool looking. Got some blue eyes, but that is like one of the worst cards I've ever read in my entire life. Anyway, though, hopefully you guys enjoyed this opening. Just as like a quick recap. So we pulled 7 supers and we pulled 6 ultras. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to pull 6 ultras. I'll have to look that up. If you're only supposed to pull 4, expect some clickbaity title on this video. Like, we pulled 6 ultras. If you're supposed to pull 5, I mean, it's still cool, but not as cool as to, like, clickbait. It's not clickbait, though. We pulled 6. Yeah, hopefully you guys know this opening. Don't buy this set. It's pretty funny, though. The Bingo Machine, cool card. Hopefully, I'll probably just have to buy those as singles, honestly, so you guys can see it. But I will try to have some sort of analysis video on Bingo Machine. I never got around to doing that, so maybe now is finally the time. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, though. I'll see you later. Goodbye.